helped them was that the region kind of got turned on its head this past Friday. They had some teams lose. Strom Thurmond, Batesburg, Leesville, 96, and Abbeville are all 2-1 in the region right now. So you have to think, if Crescent can win this game, they at least give themselves mathematically a chance to fight for a 4 seed. But that fight would come against Abbeville.
Well, that helps at practice.
Yes.
And it does if you've got something to work for there, and that's a good thing.
It is, but again, we'll see how they do against Saluda. Again, I'm not completely sold on Saluta's record. They're 6-2, of course, but I'm not. That's one of the teams that's hard to judge. I can't really tell how good they are because a lot of their early wins came against lesser competition, but they did get a good win last week, so we'll see how Crescent does.
Yeah. Okay.
But I think that's it for all of our area matchups coming forward.
Okay, so that does take care of that part. And the standings, did you bring them or not? The standings?
The standings are the standings are the top 10.
Well, the top 10.
Yes.
And what I'd like to know is how far Spartanburg fell. Spartanburg got beat by Bowling Spring. Now, Bowling Spring dormant to somebody, and they're, I don't know what their record is right now over there, but they're having one of their better years.
They are, and Spartanburg did not drop as far as you probably think they did. They dropped to number 3.
Okay.
I think the voters were a little sympathetic to them. I personally dropped them down to number 7 in my personal poll. But
okay, so who's number 1?
right now, Northwestern comes in at number 1. That's a team out of the Rock Hill area.
Yeah, I know them well. Done games there.
Number 2, of course, J.F. Burns.
Yep.
They're always up there. Spartanburg, like I said, is 3. Fort Dorchester, down the lower part of the state, they're still hanging around at that 4 spot. Westside is now up to number 5 in the standings. Hillcrest is at 6. Lexington comes in at 7. Dorman is at 8. Ashley Ridge, which is down in the that's around the Charleston area.
It'd be there, the Ashley River down there.
And then, of course, Conway up near Myrtle Beach and all that. That's not Conway, is it?
Well, Conway is right at Myrtle Beach, yeah.
Conway is up there.
14 miles.
Conway is up at number 10. For 3A, of course, Seneca holds on at number 4. BHP dropped from number 6 to number 7, so I think the voters were pretty... they understood that was not a bad loss.
No, it wasn't. Yeah.
Hartsville remains number 1. One of those teams over in near the PD area of the state that just keeps on trucking.
All my life.
South Point, number 2. Greer, number 3. Chapin, near the Columbia area, is 5. 6 is Airport. 8 is Hilton Head Island. 9 is Lancaster. And 10 is Myrtle Beach. In 2A, we still do not have any teams ranked. Dillon holds on to that number 1 spot. Abbeville is at 2. Strom Thurmond 3. Fairfield Central 4. Batesburg Leesville 5. Newberry 6. Woodruff 7. Timberland 8. Lake Marion 9. And Andrews 10. Then, of course, in Single A, McBee still holding on to that number 1 ranking. Bamberg Earhart moves up to 2. Calhoun County at 3. Allendale Fairfax. Try saying that one 4 times fast.
Strangely enough, I've done a football game there, too.
They're at 4. Lakeview is at 5. Southside Christian is at 6. Christchurch is 7. Cross is 8. Lamar is 9. And Williston Elko is 10. And that rounds out your top 10s for Class 4, 3, 2, and Single A here in the state.
All right.
Media poll.
Lake, do you know anything much about Southside Christian?
I know they're in Greenville. That's about it.
Yeah, me too. On this side of Greenville.
They're at, if you know where Southside High School is.
Yes, been there many times.
A public school.
Mm-hmm.
Southside Christian is around that general area.
Okay.
That's about all I can tell you about them. They've kind of been overshadowed the past few years because of Christchurch and St. Joseph's. They are kind of the... You don't want to say they're the next ring in that.
Well, they recruited better this time. I mean, those schools recruit. Face it, they recruit.
They do.
And
but they're private. They can do that. They can give, They can give scholarships or do whatever they want. I personally think they need to be in SCISA.
Yeah. But they, as long as they follow all of the other high school rules, the league rules, and they participate against the league. Yeah. So,
But I'm one of those people, I think private schools should play private schools and public schools should play public schools. But
a lot of traveling when you try that, though.
Yes.
They don't have enough to make a schedule without traveling a long way.
Yeah,
so.
they do. But like I said, we'll see how this Friday goes, but I think we'll have another good Friday on our hands here.
Okay, thank you very much. Lake Morris of the Anderson Independent Mail, and I'm Ken Allison, and this is Mostly Sports Talk. We have 2 shows up this week that would day, and this is the high school show, and so long, everybody.